mission is to make the stock market investing easy, convenient, accessible, and meaningful to everyone. What you decide here today will have repercussions into your financial future.
The treasures in my life? Pamana yan. But without estate planning, nagiging pabigat. Preserve your wealth for the real treasures in your life with Sun Smarter Life.
Hi everybody, this is Sanchez here in Success Live, and I am welcoming you and also our guest, my friend and mentor, Randy Manaloto. Hi Randy.
Good evening, Brother Bo.
Yeah, hey.
Good to be here.
This guy is an amazing guy. He's one of our, go-to guy when it comes to real estate, when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to business. You're so fantastic in the area of numbers. That's what I know. That's your expertise.
Yeah, when I was growing up, my first real experience with work is being put in our small store selling cement bags.
Oh.
And I was 5 years old.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember the cost of the cement is 5 pesos and 30 cents, and the brand is Island Cement. Subok na matibay, subok na matatag. That's the tagline. And I'm the only one there. I didn't have any helper.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a roadside small store, and when everybody wants to buy, then I'm the cashier, I'm the inventory guy.
5 years old?
5 years old.
Oh.
So the multiples of 530 times 2 times 20 times 50. Even the way it's inventoried, it's in a pile of like 15 bags. So I know already, I would estimate the inventory start with
That's
the end
crazy.
of the day.
That's
how it started.
amazing.
The
That's
numbers,
amazing.
yeah.
So guys, if you have a small business or a big business, and you have kids, send them over to the business and let them,
Start them young.
You might end up with a kid like Randy Manaloto. Randy is one of our mentors in the platinum level of the Truly Rich Club. He is just well loved by so many platinum members because of this generosity of giving wisdom to people. He's got these huge businesses and he comes here for Success Live. He doesn't have to come here. He doesn't get anything from it. But he just is a person who loves sharing wisdom, giving opportunities to people. And we're going to talk about that. He just got a few members of the Platinum, formed them into a little company that builds buildings. And that's the kind of man he is. Guys, if you just tag people, tell friends, hey, watch the Success Live. It's Bo with his mentor, Randy Manaloto, and they're gonna learn a lot. Tell them, we're live right now. And if you have any questions that will come up as you listen to Randy, feel free to put it in the comment section. We'd love to try our best to answer your question. Thank you so much. Randy, just a little background. So your parents had a business.
Yes.
And then you started working there, doing different things.
Yeah, well, when I was born in Cebu, and the reason for that is my father was a traveling salesman. He was he worked for Smith Klein French. It's a drug company.
Oh.
So they called it before detail man. Now it's called the medical rep.
Yes, medical representative.
Yes,
I see them all over in the hospital.
Right. So that's why I was born in Cebu, because he headed
assigned there.
Visayas, Mindanao area. So that's how we started. And then when he had already 3 children, even a salary of sales supervisor is still not enough.
Yeah.
So he decided to
set up his own business.
Yeah, join his brother, and then we of course the whole family moved back to Manila. Yeah, and that's how we started this business. He started selling cement, retail, and then.
And you were 5 years old.
And then he started distributing.
Oh.
Until it came to such a very good business that he was able to have his own fleet, more than 100 trucks
Whoa.
delivering cement bags.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then bulk cement.
Yeah.
And then we also have mixed plants, ready mix plants.
Yeah.
That's how we actually started
Yeah.
the business. And because of the crisis in the 70s, late 70s, after he made his money because of the boom, right?
Oh.
After the martial law,
Yes,
Marcos
yes,
expanded,
yeah.
the CCP,
Yes.
the five-star hotels around the area.
Okay.
So, but after a while, it slowed down, and he ended up with so much cement inventory.
Oh my gosh.
But during the time he's doing his cement business, he started buying land left and right. We're based in Mandaluyong, so
Yeah.
I grew up in Mandaluyong.
Okay.
So before, that's just all kangkungan. It's all, and that's for me one big swimming pool during typhoons.
And then so that was the reason why your father expanded. It's I've met your father many times, and he's your hero.
Yes, he's. I get my entrepreneurial mindset because of him and because of the family.
Yeah.
There are, I think, 10 children, and they're all entrepreneurs. I think there's
Wow.
only 1 or 2 professionals, and they're both in the U.S.
Oh.
And the rest they have their own businesses.
Wow.
So that's when you grow up and you see them.
Yeah. All the
doing things
uncles and
differently.
aunties.
Yes. They have their own business. They have their own stores.
Yeah.
So you get exposed to
Yeah.
that kind of mindset. And we work. For me, like weekends and holidays are actually, I don't look forward to that. They're work days for me.
Wow.
We have to help in the office.
That's the thing that I really want to delve into, Randy, because most of the people that I know are employees, and there's nothing wrong with being an employee, but we want to open up people's minds to entrepreneurship as a possible thing that they can do while they're working. We always tell people, don't resign. Plan for, let's say, the eventual when you already have a business, and that's what we do. But I love what you say now, that if you were surrounded, you're blessed, in the sense that you were surrounded by your dad and your uncles and aunties, who were almost all entrepreneurs.
Yes, that's right. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
What will an employee do? Whose father is an employee, his mother is an employee, and he looks around, all his uncles and aunts are employees, but he wants to be an entrepreneur.
Well, it's normal. For example, my wife.
Yeah.
She's a CPA.
Yes.
Hi, Doa.
Hi, Doa.
Her parents are both CPAs.
Yeah.
Her sister is a doctor, and their grandparents are doctors too.
Yes.
So it's really an influence of environment and family.
Yes.
So you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You can always be an
That's right.
employee and be an
A great one.
Yeah. You can do a great job and probably do your entrepreneur inside your organization.
Yes.
Working in a huge company, you can make your own impact.
That's right.
It's like doing with the stable income, of course.
That's right, of course. And if you are looking for an environment of entrepreneurs and your own family, uncles and aunts are not, we recommend that you join a group of entrepreneurs. So for example, the platinum level of the Truly Rich Club is where Randy is a mentor. It's many people join there because they want to be surrounded by entrepreneurs. It's just so beautiful, just being there the whole day. We meet 4 times a year, and we also meet during another 4 times a year for evening with the Dean Paxlapid. And so you're surrounded by people who think in the same way, who want the same thing, who have so many different experiences. One runs a food store, one runs a farm, one runs this and that. It's beautiful. I hope you can join us if you're thinking of becoming an entrepreneur.
I totally agree with joining associations. It's for us, like entrepreneurs, it's hard to spend the whole day with your employees, and then in the evening, sometimes you have your own outlet.
Yes.
You want to want to expand the business, but the employees will just say, "Oh, this is the only way we can do it."
That's right. That's right.
So you have to look for organizations that can expand
Yeah,
your
yeah.
understanding. So
Yeah.
that's why we have the mastermind.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
we try to share whatever we can, because
Yeah.
what I may know now may be different from
Yes, yes. Exactly. I love what Randy said. When you only see one thing and you're so immersed in that business, your mind is so limited. Then you meet another entrepreneur who's expanding 10 times more, 100 times more, and it blows your mind. It's pwede pala. I realize, I'm thinking so small. So that's what happens. That's really what happens. I want to greet our viewers right now. Our viewers are from, you won't believe this, from Jeddah and from Legazpi, Bicol, from London to Gigarao, Bulacan, Talibon, Bohol, Bataan, New Zealand, Pagadian, Singapore, Ozames, and UAE, plus many, many more. But I just want to greet you guys. Thank you so much for watching Success Live. So Randy, I presume you finished college, and did you?
Yes, I finished college.
Because many entrepreneurs don't, So, but you finished college, and question: did you join the family business, or did you get into employment?
I was working abroad for three years. That was the time when there were no jobs in the Philippines. So
You decided to be
and I know that I have acquired really good skills in school, and I did some summer stint in other international companies.
Yeah.
And
So
I saw
3
the
years.
potential. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after college, I went to Holland.
Yeah.
I worked there for 6 months, and
Yeah.
then New York
Woo.
for a year, and
Yeah.
then they moved me to Tokyo for another year. The company's IBM. So,
Yeah.
and then from Tokyo, they're supposed to move me to Hong Kong, but that's when my dad said, maybe let's see if you can already
Join the family business.
Yeah, join at the age of 23. Sabi ko, parang bitin, but it's okay. So,
Will
3
you
years
re-
abroad.
Will you recommend that to others? Like you know that your father has his own business, and then instead of joining the family business right away, you first go out.
Oh, definitely.
So you recommend
Actually,
that?
my intention was to get away from the family business.
Oh, you didn't like to join.
Not really, not like to join, but I'm a guy that wants to explore a lot of
Yes.
things.
Okay. Just get
They
experience.
call it FOMO, fear of missing out. So,
Oh, yes.
so
yes,
it's
yes.
not a current
Yeah.
phenomenon. It's even before. When you're young, there's always the fear of missing out. So that's why when opportunity presented itself,
Yeah.
then
You
these
went.
these are really great companies. I spend
You learned a lot.
Yeah.
You learned a lot.
Very, very, very much. And when there was still no internet, I was working for a company that established the whole internet industry. They're the one who established the PC industry.
Oh my gosh.
Microsoft partnered with
IBM.
IBM PC.
Yes,
And
that's right.
that's the one that was the foundation of the
And you were
PC
there.
industry.
You were there.
Yeah, you just the floppy drives.
Yes. Oh my
And all
gosh.
those technologies.
We're old. We're old.
I know. Yeah, but yes, I would recommend that for a person to get better perspectives. For me, it was a good opportunity for me to get a different perspective of not being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You have rules, you have procedures,
Yes.
you have standards.
Absolutely.
Entrepreneurs strike anywhere.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes.
you don't know if it's ethically correct or not. Sometimes, But in IBM, their very first adage is
Standards.
respect.
Yes.
Respect for individuals. So you have to be careful about how to deal with with
Yes.
customers or with employees.
Yes.
You cannot just say remarks that may be
Yes.
offensive. You have to do the best of your abilities. So
Oh.
these are the corporate world provides you with a more organized view of business.
Yes.
And it gives you also opportunities. I was able to travel. The reason why I love traveling is because they give you the opportunity to travel.
Yeah. So, young people that are listening, some of you, I've met some of you, you want to become entrepreneurs, but then you ask me this question. I hear this from a lot of young people. Brother Bo, can I first become an employee and then I strike on my own? And you're hearing it from Randy. If you're that young person asking me that question, I've met a lot of you. The answer is yes. You want to do that, be an employee first, try to expose yourself, and then maybe give yourself a deadline, but I want to strike on my own, and that's what Randy did. You joined the family business, but I know that after some years, you also set up your own.
Yeah. After setting up our family business, and I think it grew like 20 or 30 times already, I said, time for me to grow on my own.
Yeah.
Without leaving the family.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So I did my own. I love using technology.
Wow.
And so I did other business not related to real estate.
Yes.
So we're able to do e-commerce. We're
That's
able
right.
to do freight forwarding, and and then we also did the trade show business and
Expose.
The Expo,
Trade
yeah.
show. That's one of the businesses of Randy. The Food Expo.
the Food Expo, the WOFEX, and so we try all these kinds of businesses not related to real estate. But of course, in my heart, real estate is still there.
Of
And,
course.
Once you
Of
have
course.
it, you cannot forget it.
Yeah.
So, but I try to do a lot of different businesses that I like doing. Not it's not really for the money, but because I want to think around and find out if this can grow, can scale up.
Yes.
So when I do some business, when I try to look for opportunities, I
Yeah.
always think of if I have a passion for it, and
I hope you're taking down notes, guys.
and if it makes sense, it's viable enough that it can be scaled in the future. Okay.
Fantastic.
And thirdly, of course, I always think of exit.
Wow.
There's always nobody wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I think the exit strategy is always in the back of your mind, so that for me, it's something that I can turn over to whoever will
Yes.
make it bigger.
Woo, who can make it bigger?
Can make it
Wow.
better.
Better.
Yes. So it could be the next generation. It could be somebody else. Like in the food show, we allowed ourselves to be
Bought.
bought in by a London-listed company. So that we want to grow bigger.
Yeah.
So that's our exit. So there's so many kinds of exit.
Yeah.
For real estate, my exit is when you build the building, even if you're already
Yes.
when you can move, you can already turn over the building to the next generation, and it
That's
still
right.
earns money. No?
That's
And
right,
you don't
that's
have to
right.
work so much on it.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let me review that, because that is so crucial. People ask me that question, Brother Bo, what business should I get into? How will I know if it's the right business? Number one, passion. We always say that, it's something that you're interested in, because if you don't have that passion, you'll just be dragging your feet into the business. So no, it's gotta be passion. The second thing that Randy says, and you don't hear this too much from other people, but it is so important, scalability. Can you scale it? If you put up a business, sometimes it's just a one thing, small thing that, what's the future? So you look at the future and say, can you scale it to 5 times, 10 times, 100 times, So think big.
Agree.
Think big. Number 3, he said, again, you don't hear this from a lot of my mentors, but he's saying it right now. Look at the exit. How can succession plan, look at, like maybe you would want to sell the business at the end.
Monetize.
Monetize. You don't know. That's what they did partly. Their trade show business was growing, and then they decided to grow bigger, go beyond the Philippines, go to Asia. They allowed another company, London-based company, to be part owner of their business, and they've grown so much because of it. So think of those 3 things when you do set up a business. Randy, before we answer some questions, I see you mentoring others. I see you. Why? What's behind that thing? It's so. It's almost like you give so much time. I know that in Platinum, you adopted 4 individuals there. And you kind of like said, okay, I'll mentor you, and then you formed a business together. You just kept on sharing wisdom, spending so much time to them until now, and it's a very successful real estate company that the partners put up. Centrum Mavens, by the way. If you're just in case you're interested, you can look at them. The
Website.
The website is
Or the Facebook.
Or Facebook account is there, but why? Why do you do that?
Only one word.
Okay,
Gratitude.
gratitude. Wow.
So, for me, things are happening, either challenges
Yeah.
or otherwise, and I see them as opportunities. I tend to see this as manifestation of something being given to me. Now that I know that I'm given certain gifts,
Yeah.
to make use of those gifts.
Wow.
So, in a way, it's a gratitude. So, when I mentor, it's because I look at it in more of a blue ocean strategy. The abundance in this world.
Yeah.
There's
Absolutely.
So even people say there's scarcity, yes, but if I think more of abundance, that means it can be shared. So if you talk about sharing things, sharing your wisdom, mentoring, even doing partnerships, that's trying to share your expertise
Yeah.
to make a bigger, more effective organization.
Yeah.
Because I have to admit that because of gratitude, it's
Yeah.
humble enough to say na I'm not good enough.
Yes. Yeah.
That I need people like Brother Bo to inspire me. I need Sir Edward to teach me more about stocks.
Yeah.
Or Sir Larry Gamboa to teach me more about real estate. Even
Yeah.
if, for example, like real estate, you can make money more than 101 ways.
Yes.
So, it's a day, every day is a day of learning.
Yeah.
So, every morning when you wake up, it's gratitude. What will I do today?
Beautiful.
Do a positive change lang naman.
Amazing. There you have it. Now we know why Randy keeps on giving so selflessly of himself to his mentees. It's really gratitude. And that's the reason why he does it. That's his fuel. And that's my fuel too. And we recommend that you make that your fuel. Okay, we're going to answer your questions. And from Daryl, how about if we don't have family business? How do I start? Daryl, we mentioned it a while ago. That's you expose yourself to other entrepreneurs. That will be one answer. Before Randy answers that question, just those are my thoughts. That you try to expose yourself, attend a seminar on entrepreneurship, and you don't get it in one sitting. Like attend a seminar and then go to other events. Be surrounded and then look for them and talk to them. So let's say in a gathering, in a party, wherever, look for entrepreneurs and then sit beside them, pick their brains. So keep on exposing yourself. That will help you a lot. What's your suggestion to Daryl?
Start small. Start something. But you have to start.
Yes.
You can always be an employee and try something on the side. I know a lot of people who started their small businesses by doing it on the side, while they still have their stable salary income.
That's right.
But, try to understand what you're doing and if there's potential for it to grow. All right? You can always start. It's easy for me to say that because I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you ask me the question, how do I start being an employee, then that would be a harder question.
From Janeth, how do you deal with negative, difficult people in business? What do you think, Randy?
Life is fleeting. So, try not to be bothered by them. You have to just, they're like EDSA, it's hard to move on. So, took me 2.5 hours to come here from Makati.
Thank you so much, Randy.
But, love them, pray for them.
Yeah.
But try to go and hang out and work with people who are happy and positive and, would lift you up rather than bring you down.
Absolutely.
It's your choice.
Yeah. If you have a choice, there are negative people and they are positive people. We're not saying like shoo them away, but definitely spend more time with positive people. And if you've got employees, let's say you're in a business, you've got employees that are negative in their attitude, I will recommend definitely that you be the positive force in the business. And, by your example, they will learn that the only way to live life is really being positive. Wilmer is asking, when you bought your first investment property through lending, I don't know what he means by that, should you pay it fully first? Maybe borrowing.
Yeah, borrowing, yeah.
Should you pay it fully first before you buy another investment property? Or is it okay to buy another property as long as you are leveraging? This is a good question.
Again, I'll go back to what another mastermind mentor said. Rex Mendoza, he wanted to say, always prioritize what your objectives are in investments.
Okay.
Okay, if this is really just investments for you,
Yeah.
and if you're buying property for investment with returns, and if you have, if your investment itself can pay for the amortization,
Yeah.
then it's okay to buy another one.
Okay.
But if it affects your
Yeah.
salary and your lifestyle,
Yes.
then better make sure that the first investment is fully paid first. Because if you keep on buying and in the future you cannot pay for it,
Yeah.
everything will be forfeited.
Yes.
And the purpose will go to
I want to mention that because people are asking about this. Brother Bo, so many people ask me, Brother Bo, is it okay to buy a condo and then I'll have it rented out and the rent will pay for the monthly amortization?
Yes.
And I tell them you should really look at the numbers because sometimes, because in their calculation, kaya, Brother Bo. Then I say, how about if you have no tenant? How about if you have, you have the repairs? How about the homeowners association na compute na ba? And then they look at me, ay, o nga pala.
How about the tenant from hell?
Oh, see, you got it. So what should they think about and consider when they're purchasing a condo, and then their plan is rent it out and it pays for the monthly?
These days, it's almost impossible to buy a condo and the amortization can be covered by rent.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Not
Probably
anymore.
15, 20 years ago,
Pwede.
maybe 10 years ago, pwede pa. But the land prices have
Yes.
become so much, so
Yes,
expensive.
that's right.
The condo per square meter has become very expensive. And the rental has not changed as much.
Wow, that's
Right?
right.
So,
that's right.
So it's really harder now
Yes.
when people say they'll buy a condo and hopefully the
Yeah.
rent will cover for that.
So not-
There may be some, but not, it's like, 5-10% of the market.
Yes.
All right. Most of them, it's really, it's more of a discipline for you to accumulate wealth.
Yes.
You instead of putting money aside for the in the bank, you buy a condo and then you pay your month amortization. That is your forced savings.
Forced savings.
So that
yeah.
when you retire, you have this asset,
Yeah.
and then when it's fully paid, of
Yeah.
course, all the rent goes to you.
Yeah.
Then that's your passive income.
Yes. Yes.
All right, but it's that's reality.
That's reality.
It's really hard.
You're hearing it from the man himself.
It's really hard to buy a condo at premium prices.
Yes.
And then have it rented out, hopefully, by offering it to somebody who will pay premium prices too.
Yes.
Even in expensive places.
Yeah.
So the play in expensive places or expensive developers is appreciation.
Yes.
So what you bought for 100,000 now, maybe in 5 years, 200,000.
Yeah.
So that's where the gain is. But when it comes to rental income,
Yeah.
the return is not much.
Yeah.
So usually the rental is less than your monthly amortization. So you have to get it from your
From your
monthly,
pocket, yeah.
monthly income
All right.
to pay for part of that.
That's reality, guys. That is so real.
So it's good if you can buy properties and make sure that it can give you positive cash flow, but do your numbers. It's really hard to at this day and age to have premium rental rates. We're not in Hong Kong kasi or in Tokyo, so our prices have gone up, but the rentals are just okay.
That's right.
Are just okay.
What did you mean by tenant from hell?
Wow. People who don't pay. People who will file a case against you because you want to kick them out for not paying. And I think it's their right to say, oh, you're inhuman because you're not letting us stay.
Yeah.
So, those people there are many cases of the tenants who, of course, will want not to pay and rather use the money elsewhere.
Yeah.
So
there you have it, guys. So this is from Mac. Brother Bo and Sarandi, how do I start a passive real estate investment while I'm working here in Japan? Hello, Mac. God bless you. I'm sure it's cold there in Japan now. It's hot here. So how do you answer his question, Randy? He's in Japan, but he wants to have a real estate investment.
good question.
Centro Mavens.
There are other companies that offer one-stop shop. You just buy the property, and a company will take care of everything, managing your unit, paying the taxes, covering for association dues, and then you just get net of everything. So dividend taxes have been paid, real estate taxes, association dues. So there are companies that do that.
Yes.
Now that there are developers trying to do that as well, but not very consistent because they have to cater to a lot. So maybe you can visit centromavens.com, and that's one company that we established because we know the dilemmas of most of these people who wanted to invest in real estate, but the problem is they don't have the time and they don't have the people to take care of their property. So this is a one-stop shop for those who do it.
Rep, wonderful. This is from Gons. Brother Bo, Sir Randy, can you suggest what books can we start with if we are planning to go into the real estate business?
Well, for international books, of course, it's a must to read the Rich Dad Poor Dad of Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes.
And the nice thing about that is Sir Larry Gamboa was able to translate that into Filipino scenario, to the Philippine scene. So he experienced doing real estate investment using foreclosed properties, and that in a way is how Robert Kiyosaki was teaching in Rich Dad Poor Dad. So you can also read the book of Sir Larry, Think Rich Pinoy.
That's right.
Just 2 books first.
Yeah.
And then from there, probably there are many other books I can recommend.
Yeah.
But these 2 books are the basic ones, just to understand the mindset of income and revenues.
That's right.
Doodads and
Very good. In fact, Larry Gamboa, our mentor also in real estate, he started a club. It's a program, an online program for those who are interested to learn more about real estate. And the name of the club is?
clubtrp.com. I think Rich Pinoy. So clubtrp.com. They have online courses that will teach. It's actually taken from live seminars because they hold the seminars every quarter.
Yes.
And they have real estate speakers, all practitioners, and all different kinds of ways of making money. So there's no one way. So you can visit that site and get more information.
And our last question is from Love. Mako-consider po ba na real estate investment ang investment sa lupa ng patay? Investing in memorial lots and selling them after appreciation. pangpatay na business po. Question ko, pero mabuhay po kayo. What do you think, Randy?
Well, by experience, memorial lots prices have really gone up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Heritage Mausoleum used to be like 1 million. It's about 16 or 17 million.
Oh my gosh.
Just because it's gilid ng fort, you know? So,
Oh, wow.
So, yes, but normally the sales of that is very slow.
Ah, okay.
People who make money there are usually the developers.
Yes.
Because it's either land and then they convert it into
Yes.
plots for sale.
Yes.
My partner in Wofex, they own Magnificat, which is the columbarium
That's
below
right.
Saint Therese in Taguig,
wow.
in Resorts World.
Yeah.
They have like 60 or 70,000 volts.
Ooh.
So just imagine.
Yeah.
So that's a business model by itself,
Yeah.
columbarium
Yeah.
and memorial lots.
So there you have it, guys. Randy's been so generous with us with his wisdom and his time, so we want to thank him. Truly Rich Club members, we have a show for you. It's called Success Code, an exclusive show for Truly Rich Club members. I'm going to be asking Randy, we're going to talk about partnerships. You're thinking about business partnership. How should you do it? What should you consider before you enter into a partnership or you create a business partnership? That's our topic for Success Code. That will be available tomorrow at 8 in the morning, and it will be there available for your viewing for the next 4 days. If you are not yet a Truly Rich Club member, I will invite you to come and join and have fun learning with us. Go to www.trulyrichclub.com and sign up, and I hope to see you on the other side. All right? I'll say a prayer for you. Ask God's blessing in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Lord, I pray for every person who has joined us in this program, that you continue to bless them in a mighty way. Thank you, Lord, that you are prospering the work of their hands, that they can continue to bless other people in Jesus' name. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you so much, Randy.
Thank you, Brother Bo.
Beautiful, beautiful story. And I love your answer on why you do what you do. Gratitude.
Amen.
And it's with great gratitude in my heart that you've joined us. Thank you so much. Once again, for those of you who are Truly Rich Club members, I'll see you tomorrow for Success Code, talking about business partnerships. And I'll see you next week in Success Live. God bless you.